Hey everyone, Zankus here, and today we're going to be talking about Merfolk. The new Rivals is out, and it is a tribal set. So today we're going to be talking about the Merfolk tribal. So it's blue and green, and it's pretty fun to play. I played a few games last night, and I didn't record any gameplay on that. I'll be doing that probably tonight after I get back from work. But I just wanted to put this video out there and see what you guys think of my blue-green Merfolk. So we'll start with the, as you can see, we got 22 lands, we got 12 1 cost spells, 16 2 cost, 8 3 cost, and 2 4. It's a pretty low curve, which is nice. It's pretty fast. Playing this deck, it doesn't know if it wants to go wide or it wants to go big, which is nice. It's a few games I went wide with a bunch of little guys, and a few games I went big, unblockable, with some pumped up Merfolk. So let's get into the land base. Mana base is 5 forest, 5 islands, 4 Botanical Sanctum, 4 Hashep Oasis, and of course 4 Unclaimed Territory. The Oasis is good for sacking itself and getting that +3/+3 on one of your Merfolk. Nice to put it on an unblockable or something that wasn't blocked and getting those 3 extra points of damage if that's what you need at the latest point of the game. Alright, one drops. We got 4 unsummons just to get some stuff out of the way so we could do some face damage. We got 1 spell pierce. Just throw it in there, just in case. It's not a control heavy deck, but just stop something earlier on in the game, so you could swing. Kumena Speaker, 1 forest. It's a 1/1, and it gets +1/+1 as long as you control another Merfolk or an island. So it's going to be very easy to satisfy that requirement. It's most of the time after turn 1, it's going to be a 2/2 for 1, which is nice. And we got 4 Jade Bearers. Jade Bearer is also a 1 cost 1/1. You wouldn't play this on turn 1 because you're going to waste the enter the battlefield ability, which is put a 1/1 counter on another target Merfolk you control. So we'll go on to the 2 drops. We got, everybody knows, we're going to have 4 Silvergill Adepts. It's a good card because it replaces itself by drawing a card. 99% of the time you're going to play this, you're going to have another Merfolk in your hand, so you're going to be paying 1 colorless, 1 blue for a 2/1, which is nice. And then we got the Merfolk Lord, which is Merfolk Mistbinder. It is 1 forest, 1 island, and it's a 2/2, and other Merfolk you control get +1/+1. And you got 4 copies of that. 4 Merfolk Branchwalker, which is a nice 2-drop. You're going to explore most of the time. Well, let's see, 22 lands, so about 2/3 of the time it's going to come in as a 3/2, or it just fetches you another land. Deeproot Elite, which is awesome card. It's a 2 cost 1/1. I know it's low, but it whenever another Merfolk enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target Merfolk you control. So you could put it on any Merfolk itself. You put it on thing you just cast, anything. It's a big pumper. Pump up itself, pump everything else, which goes well with this one. Jungleborn Pioneer. We have 3 of those. It's a 3 cost 2/2, but you also get a 1/1 Merfolk, so you're gonna trigger Deeproot Elite twice. So you're gonna be putting, so for 3 you're getting 2 power plus a 1 power plus 2 more power from Deeproot Elite. It's a nice cost-effective cards, little combo, mini combo, I guess. Jadelight Ranger, it's a great card. You're gonna explore and then explore again. It's a 3 cost 2/1, but a lot of times it's going to come out as a 4/3 for 3, which is nice. And then the big card of the deck, Kumena, Tyrant of Orazca. Alright, this card is awesome. It's a 3. It's a legendary Merfolk Shaman. It's a 2/4. Comes out for 3. 1 colorless, 1 forest, and 1 island. Now, it can tap itself for its abilities. So what I've been doing is when I play this, at the end step of your opponent, you're going to tap either 3 or 5. 3, you get a card, which is nice, and 5, every Merfolk you have, which is every one of your creatures is going to get a +1/+1 counter. Do that next turn. Make him pump him up with Deeproot a bunch. You tap 1, and you're going to make him unblockable. So you're going to even mirror matches this card. Whoever really gets this card out first and starts pumping is going to win, because you're just going to swing with an unblockable. Now we got 2 Tempest Callers. It's a 2 mana, 2 colorless, 2 blue mana. It's a 2/3, but really what you're playing it for is its ability. When Tempest Caller enters the battlefield, tap all creatures target opponent controls. So you're going to play that and then swing with all your big bad Merfolk. And quite a few times testing this deck out, I've done over 20 damage just setting up my board state, setting up, and then play this card and swing and do 1-hit kill, which was fun. I guess it's not fun when you're on the receiving end, but well, that's the way Magic goes, right? Sideboard, we got 1 life goes on. It's a life gainer for 1, either gaining 4 or 8, just to extend the game a little bit. 2 more spell pierces in case you do need to counter some early stuff. 3 naturalize if you're playing against artifact enchantments that you need to get rid of. 2 negates, again, more non-creature. These are more for non-creature heavy decks. Baral's expertise is you're going to be returning stuff to their hands, and then you get to play something for free. Whenever you turn stuff to people's hands, it gets blockers out of the way, it gets combo pieces off the field, just getting some stuff in. Nissa, Steward of Elements, Scry ability is great. The other abilities, lands and creating a 5/5 elementals is also good, but it's very situational. This is the card that won me a few games with a lot of your cards putting 1/1 counters on your creatures. You throw this guy out, basically the person's going to concede because they can't block. They can't. If they don't have an answer for this guy, they cannot block. And then we have Seafloor Oracle, 2 copies, and whenever your Merfolk does combat damage, draw a card. This I would throw in if you're playing somebody with a lot of board wipe and stuff like that, where you need to replenish your hands, because you're gonna go down pretty quick with these cards, because they are low cost and you do want to go wide. It's not, I wouldn't say it's an all-in strategy, but it kind of is. Let me know what you think, if you have a similar build, if you think I should tweak a little bit here and there, and a little later tonight I'll get some gameplay up. So like, subscribe, and comment.